For this week's tip, we are going to talk with Sarah about her website, Seraphic.com, and how she uses her website to complement her YouTube channel. Using the two together, that's coming up. Hey guys, my name is Tim Schmoyer, and we have a guest with us today, Sarah Dussault. Welcome, Sarah.
Thanks for having me.
You guys should totally go check out her channel, youtube.com/Sarah's Fab channel. And she has been doing fitness training stuff over there for many years. She has her own published book now called Get Skinny Again. On Wednesdays, she is hosting the Google Plus Hangout for The Biggest Loser. She hosted the YouTube Next Trainer program and many other things. So she has been around YouTube a lot. She definitely knows what she's talking about. And one of the things that we talk about here at Video Creators and that you guys have heard other places is owning your audience, having a platform outside of YouTube. And Sarah, you have a pretty active website at Seraphic.com. Can you tell us a little bit about the strategy you have behind that website and how it kind of use it to complement what you're doing on your YouTube channel and things?
Yeah, so I first started Seraphic.com to provide more information for people. So with the workouts or recipes, people wanted to be able to print it out or just see like a one sheet and know what the workout was without having to like watch it in case, they didn't have internet at the gym. And then it kind of just became a place for me to share content beyond the YouTube channel. Maybe like I go to the grocery store and I notice this new product that I just am obsessed with and I want to share that with them. That eventually might make it in a video, like in a grocery haul, but for the time being, it's easy to just share what I ate last night on my blog. So when I started doing that, I found that the blog was also a vehicle for sponsorships and a place to really build stronger relationship with brands. So my blog was a great place for me to kind of start getting more sponsorships for my channel so that I could do this full time. And I have been doing it full time since 2008. But what's interesting to me is that, to be honest, my YouTube fan base is very different from my blog fan base.
That's what I was going to ask. Have you found that they actually cross over a lot? Do you find people who watch your videos then go to your website? Or is it people from your website going to your videos, or both? Or
people from my website will watch my videos, but many people from the website, from YouTube, do not go over to my blog, which is interesting to me. The times that they do is when I have like a recipe that they really want or something like that. But for the most part, YouTubers stay on YouTube, and I think that's attributed to the demographic. My younger demographic is obsessed with YouTube. They're going to watch part of my video and then click over to another one or someone else. They're not going to go to a blog. Whereas I think the young woman that I think is my demographic, they are reading lots of blogs.
Right. So you didn't start it intentionally with that, trying to reach two different audiences, and just kind of developed into that. And so knowing what you do now, would you advise that creators today invest into their own platform and their own website that kind of complements their channel? Or
of course, yeah. Okay. I mean, being a YouTuber is all about branding yourself, and if you don't have a blog, you're missing a huge opportunity, because I think I was able to become a full-time blogger without having these astronomical numbers because I was on so many platforms and I had a pretty good audience on each one. So there were bloggers that had more blog readers than me, but I had a YouTube audience that none of them had. So I would get a lot of these deals because these advertisers, these brands, wanted video content. And so, kind of similarly, brands that want video, they also like the fact that you can have a blog post, because I will say that some of my most successful videos and some of my most successful blog posts are the ones that go together.
The other reason I feel like it's invaluable for me with to have VideoCreators.com is that that there's some people who really they want to keep up with my stuff, but they're not really active YouTube subscribers, and they don't remember to go check their YouTube subscriptions. But if they're subscribed to my blog and they're getting the RSS feed, or they're getting the weekly emails that go out from my website and things like that, then they kind of get my videos delivered to them instead. And it's kind of like a trigger, like a reminder. I'm gonna go watch Tim's video. So I found that it's been helpful for me in getting people to subscribe through email and RSS who wouldn't normally subscribe to the channel on YouTube. So again, for me, it's also two different audiences. So any tips for someone who wants to get started with a website going into 2014 that accompanies their YouTube channel?
Yeah, start with WordPress. That's a I
.com,
start
or would you self-host?
I self-host, but everyone that I know, I started out with Tumblr, and Tumblr was actually awesome to start with, but then eventually when you get to a certain point, you've got to go to another platform just for searching purposes and organization, and it would have just been a lot easier had I just started on WordPress from the beginning.
Yeah.
And the other thing is know your kind of hourly rate, because in the beginning, I was trying to design my own WordPress site,
Mm.
and I ended up spending so many hours on it, and it still was kind of funky. And so I wish that I had kind of acknowledged what my hourly rate was and realized it would have been cheaper for me to just hire someone to
Yep.
make me a kick-ass website.
Or just
And
get a
so,
free template, or pay $39 for a really good one or something.
yeah, and I did a template, but don't try to do it yourself.
Yeah.
Get help if you're not an expert.
Yeah. So for you guys who are thinking about doing this, like, I think it's important that maybe you have, even if you don't have your own .com or your own, like Sarah said, even just like a Tumblr page, is better. You can post your videos there. You can interact with people. They can easily follow you there if they have a Tumblr's account and things. But don't think of it in terms of what Sarah and I both saying as, like, I'm just going to try to get all my YouTube audience onto my website, right? It doesn't usually work that way. Or try to think I'm going to build this massive website and try to get all these users to my YouTube channel, which in the clients I work with, that's often what they're thinking. It's often like two different audiences with some crossover and some cross promotion, of course. But think about them as two different platforms that complement each other. Hope that helps. I'd love to hear from you guys. Comments below, as always, about any advice that you have for moving onto a website or starting one or not starting one. What have you guys learned? And if this is your first time here, we'd love to have you subscribe every week at Video Creators. We do our best to help you guys just spread messages that change people's lives. Next week, we have more awesome stuff coming for you guys to help you develop your audiences and build your channels. And I will see you guys then. Bye.